All right, today we're diving deep into the fight against one of humanity's oldest and most stubborn enemies, tuberculosis. But we're not just talking about TB in general. We're going to focus on one particular secret weapon, a drug that totally rewrote the playbook on how we treat this disease. So let's get into it.
So think about this for a second. How do you possibly fight an enemy that's just sleeping? This question right here, it gets to the absolute core of why TB is such a tough nut to crack. See, it's not just about killing the bacteria that are active and causing trouble. The real challenge is dealing with the ones that go dormant, the ones that are just hiding out, waiting for their chance to wake up and cause a relapse. How in the world do you take them out? Well, you do it by calling in a specialist. And that's where our star of the show comes in, Pyrazinamide, or PZA for short. Now, this is not just another antibiotic off the shelf. No way. Think of it more like a precision-guided missile, a tool designed for one specific tricky job, solving the problem of those sleeping TB bacteria. It really is the unsung hero of modern TB treatment.
To give you an idea of its impact, just look at this number. Before PZA became a standard part of the treatment, curing TB could take a long time. We're talking 9 months, maybe a year and a half, sometimes even longer. But now, for most people, it's down to 6 months. That incredible change, that massive reduction in treatment time, is almost entirely because of what PZA can do.
So what is its secret? What's the superpower that makes it so effective? Well, it's a brilliant and kind of sneaky Trojan horse strategy. Instead of trying to bash down the bacterium's walls from the outside, PRAZA slips inside and turns the bug's own machinery against itself. It basically tricks the cell into launching a devastating acid attack from the inside out.
Okay, so check out how this sleeper agent mission works. First, PZA in its harmless form just waltzes right into the TB bacterium. No alarms, no defenses. But once it's inside, a special enzyme that belongs to the bacteria itself flips a switch, and bam, it activates PZA, turning it into its weaponized form, a potent acid. And here's the genius part, the trap. The bacterium naturally tries to pump this new acid out, but because the environment where these dormant bacteria hide is also acidic, the acid just gets pushed right back inside. It's a vicious cycle that just keeps going, flooding the cell with acid until everything inside just collapses.
This whole incredible process gives PAZA a very special property called sterilizing activity. Now, that's a key term you're going to want to remember. It doesn't just mean killing bacteria. It specifically means it has the ability to hunt down and eliminate those sleepy persisters that other drugs completely miss. And that is what's so crucial for preventing the disease from ever coming back.
So, you see, PZA's mission is crystal clear. It's a hunter. It's designed to track down and take out those hidden persister bacteria. And these things hide in the absolute worst places, the most hostile, acidic, low-oxygen parts of a TB lesion. You know, the exact spots where most other antibiotics just can't function.
And this lays it out perfectly. Think of your main workhorse TB drugs, like isoniazid and rifampin. They are fantastic at killing the active bacteria, the ones that are multiplying and making you sick. But PZA actually thrives in those nasty acidic conditions that shut the other drugs down. It's the perfect partnership. You've got one team taking out the main army, while PZA is like the special forces team that goes deep into enemy territory to take out the hidden cells in their bunkers.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? A weapon this powerful, this specialized, well, it doesn't come for free. This incredible superpower has a potential downside.
You know, every hero seems to have a weakness, a kind of kryptonite, and for PZA, it's the risk of toxicity. Its unique power means it has to be handled with care, because it can cause some pretty significant side effects that doctors have to watch for like a hawk.
So, what are we talking about? Well, the number one, most serious risk is liver damage, what doctors call hepatotoxicity. This is the main reason patients taking PZA need regular checkups. Another really common thing is a buildup of uric acid in the body. It happens because PZA essentially clogs up the same exit ramp from the kidneys that uric acid uses, and that can lead to some really painful joints or even full-blown gout. There are other things too, like nausea, but it's really that liver risk that sets the drug's boundaries.
So when you put it all together, you get this picture of a flawed but absolutely essential hero. Yeah, it has risks, but its power to slash treatment times and, more importantly, prevent the disease from coming back makes it completely non-negotiable in the fight against TB.
And here you can see exactly how PZA fits into the whole team. Standard TB therapy is a 4-drug cocktail nicknamed HRZE.
H and R are the heavy hitters. They're bactericidal, meaning they actively kill the bacteria. E plays defense. It's bacteriostatic, so it stops the bugs from multiplying and developing resistance. But then look at Z, pyrazinamide. Its role is totally different. It's the sterilizing agent, the one whose job it is to go after those dormant bacilli. You take it out of the equation, and the whole strategy starts to crumble.
Which really leaves us with this one powerful final thought. PZA isn't perfect, not by a long shot, but it is, without any doubt, an irreplaceable part of the global fight against TB. And it's a great reminder that in medicine, sometimes the most powerful tools are the ones with the sharpest edges, the ones that demand skill and respect to use effectively against our oldest enemies.